Welcome into TerrierVision. We're here with Wofford men's basketball senior Lee Skinner from Fork Union Military Academy by way of Lombard, Illinois. Lee, thanks for taking some time and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get right into it. Today, a big game at home against East Tennessee State, a team that the Terriers really haven't seen since 2005 when the Buccaneers were last in the Southern Conference. They've rejoined for this year with Mercer and VMI. You know, have you guys watched film on them at all? I know they have a really intriguing offensive style, very similar to VMI, where they like to take a lot of shots. You know, is the game plan kind of the same for ETSU as it was for VMI?
With every team, it's going to be a different game plan. To answer your question about film, past day and a half since Thursday night, we've watched a good bit of film. Got a sense and a feel for what they want to do. They want to get up and down in transition, take quick shots, some open, some not open. They've got pretty good players that can knock down some tough shots, but they don't want to play in the half court like we do. So, you know, our goal will be to slow them down a little bit, and I'm pretty sure we'll be ready for that.
Now let's talk about your game a little bit. You've really come on during Southern Conference play. Last Saturday against Western Carolina, double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds. You know, is something working differently for you now, or, you know, is it just, you know, you're into the season now, you got like, some games under your belt? I
think, you know, with Western, past few games especially, it's been the team getting back to what we do. So that helps me a lot, find a rhythm. Knowing exactly where my teammates are going to be, what's going to be open for me, what's going to be open for my team. Just the fact that we're back to where we, you know, were or are even better and doing what we do really helps me out a lot individually. So I think that's more what it is.
And you come into today 15-5 overall, 6-1 in the Southern Conference. Is that something maybe that the team expected earlier in the year, or if I would have told you 15-5, 6-1 at this point, you would have maybe thought I was crazy?
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, you know, past 3-4 years, we've been picked last, you know, second to last. We never expect to be number one. 15-5, 6-1. I don't know if I would have believed you, but I just know what we're going to bring every day in practice. You know, the extra work we put in together. The camaraderie this year is way better than it was last year, any other year I've been here. So, I mean, looking back on it now, yeah, 15-5, 6-1 sounds really good, and it is. But we got to keep, you know, playing game by game, day to day. So it's a process, and we understand that.
Now, with anybody I've talked to on this team about, you know, who the team leader is, everybody from the players to the assistant coaches to Coach Young, everybody knows, they say Lee Skinner is the heart and soul of this team. What does that mean to you to know that everybody feels that way and looks to you maybe come a tough situation?
It makes me feel good. You know, I don't know what it is. I just feel like that's my role. I've adopted that, I guess, since I've come in here, and you know, these guys know I'll do anything for them, run through a wall for them, but I also know that they'll do the same for me. So I think just all around, I love and accept that role and that challenge, but I know that they help me, and you know, I won't let them down and they won't let me down, so it really works out.
The last couple games, you touched on it a little bit before, but defense has really sparked this team. You've held Furman and Western Carolina to 29% combined. What does it mean to be playing that style of defense again, and what is it going to take to have those kind of numbers against an ETSU team that really likes to shoot the ball?
Well, it's gonna take that confidence that we can guard anyone we play. We have to trust each other, trust the scouting report. You know, just come out aggressive. And the past few games, I feel like we understand that the better defense we play, and, you know, the effort's always going to be there, but the better defense we play, it'll help dictate how we do on offense. And if we play the other way around, we'll get in a running match with a team like ETSU or someone who wants to outscore you versus guarding your actions and, you know, really grinding it out. But the fact that we've tightened things up defensively is everything to this team.
In the last few home games, I mean 9-0 at home this year, and you've had a lot of community support. Last game, over 500 students, which maybe for some colleges isn't a lot, but when you're at a college of 1,600, that's over 30% of the student body came from the bleachers from top to bottom behind your bench were filled with white for the whiteout against Furman. What does it mean to the team? Does that really spur you guys on to have that kind of support behind you?
Absolutely. With the students, they're like a sixth man. They give us that extra energy, that extra boost. To this team, they mean everything, and sometimes we wish they knew that, how much we appreciate them coming out. We try to show, and I'm sure we do show a lot of that support with other athletic teams, and we just love the students for coming, and then the people from Spartanburg that come and show support. It's awesome, and we don't take that for granted.
All right, Lee, one more question before I let you go. Why don't you tell everybody what your major is and how you decided on that?
I'm a sociology major. How did I decide? Freshman year, I took a class with Dr. Thurman. He's the head of sociology department, and I pretty much really enjoyed that class. Felt things out a little bit, but then I just decided that I would like to dig further in that subject, and that's what I did, stuck with it.
All right, Lee. Well, good luck tonight against ETSU, and good luck the rest of the season. Hope we get a lot more W's on the board.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it.
That was Wofford men's basketball senior Lee Skinner.